Jew does not a Jew does not support genocide. These guys got it. They know what they're talking about.
Political movement which is causing bloodshed.
That's where our family is from. I'm from Israel. How can you hold that flag?
This is because the actions of the Zionist people, they are responsible for
talking about? That's our ancestors.
We lived in a beautiful
What flag is that? How can you say that? You're a Jew.
We lived in a beautiful peace with Palestinian people for hundreds of years.
How can you say that?
We lived with in peace with Palestinian people for hundreds of years until the Israeli Zionist project. They lived in peace with Palestinian people for hundreds of years. And then the European Jews came in, started doing the Israel project, and did the Nakba, kicked 750,000, slaughtered them, raped them, killed them, kicked them out of their own land. That's called the Nakba. That's how Israel got founded.
You're not a Jew. You're not a Jew. How dare you?
When Zionism came in, they caused bloodshed. They caused rivers of bloodshed.
How can you say that you're Jewish? How can you shame your own people?
Who is a Jew?
We're Jews.
He was against Judaism.
We're all Jews here, right?
Yeah, so how are they saying that?
Because they believe in God.
I don't want genocide. I don't want that.
That's our country.
Tell me what says out of our country like that.
That is our country. How dare you say that about our own people?
It is funny. What a sheltered life, huh? Talk about a sheltered life.
You know, it's a real testament to those people around her that weren't screaming back at her. That they were able to continue to talk to her in a civilized manner, and she started to shriek.
Oh, yes. Boy, that's what happens when a Jew is confronted with the truth by another Jew. You know, Hasidic Jews are not on board with Israel. So I lived in a Hasidic Jewish neighborhood when I first moved to Los Angeles. I didn't know anything about them. I didn't know anything about anything really to do with Israel until October 7th. And then I got informed. I didn't know about the Nakba. I knew that they were an occupying force. I didn't know how horrible. I didn't know about all the stuff they do. I didn't know that they were funding Hamas. When Zionists, Jewish Zionists encounter Hasidic Jews, it's not pretty. Let's watch this.
We come from Israel. Our people come from Israel. You have come your people.
Zionism is a political movement which is...
So they're explaining to her that Zionism is evil, that it's not of God. They don't go along with it. And she's never been given an opposing view of this in her whole life. And first she says, you guys are Jews. How could you say this? Then she says, you're not Jews. But obviously these guys are Jews. So they're explaining to her that Zionism is evil and they don't go along with it. And they're here to support the Palestinian people.
That's where our family is from. I'm from Israel. How can you hold that flag?
This is because the actions of the Zionist people, they are responsible.
What are you talking about? That's our ancestors.
We lived in a beautiful peace.
What flag is that? How can you say that? You're a Jew.
We lived in a beautiful peace with Palestinian people for hundreds of years.
How can you say that? You're not a Jew. You're not a Jew. How dare you?
When Zionism came in, they caused bloodshed. They caused rivers of bloodshed.
How can you say that? You're Jewish. How can you cheat your own people?
Who is a Jew?
We're all Jews here.
He was against Judaism.
Jewish too. We're all Jews here, all
Yeah,
right?
so how are they saying that?
Because they believe in God.
You don't want genocide. I don't want that.
That's our country.
And the Talmud says it's not our country like that.
That is our country. How dare you say that about our own people? Fuck you.
She's screaming at a Hasidic Jew, I'm Jewish. I think they have the upper hand on the Jew thing. So they're saying Judaism condemns Israel and their atrocities. So the Zionists desperately want to conflate Zionism with Judaism, and these people won't let it happen. So these are the Jewish people. A lot of people would say the real Jewish people, and that the Zionists they're not even religious. They just want to conflate Judaism with their Zionism to give themselves a shield. And these are the real Jews, and they're saying, no, Judaism condemns Israel and their atrocities. Judaism condemns Zionism. You don't see this on the news much. You don't see that. You don't hear those Jewish voices on the news much. But a lot of Jews, the most religious Jews, don't support Israel. Isn't that interesting? And this woman cannot, she's freaking out. And she's doing that with her kid. They got her toddler with her. She shows up in yoga pants. She's going to scream at a bunch of guys in Hasidic garb, telling them, I'm Jewish. So that's fantastic. You want to watch it again?
Yes.
Okay.
We come from Israel.